Assalamualaikum. Hi to my respected lecturer, Sir Yazid, and my fellow friends. I am Muhammad Nofarhan bin Burhan. Today, I with my fellow member would like to present about housing project, in particular with their sale brochure. This is the list of our group members. This is the overall content of this video. So, let's go. Sale brochure is an informative paper which used for advertising. In this case, they are used in advertising the house sale. Nowadays, most of the developer and their sales department are using e-brochure. This is a form of electronic format which are much easier to distribute, and it has more unique feature plus creative design.
Hi, my name is Siti Nufata. Today I will brief introduction about first house is Aster Villa. Aster Villa is the latest addition to Pearl City Township development by Tambun Indah Land at Simpang Ampat. It is located along Jalan Tasik Mutiara at the center of Pearl City Township. It is about 2 km to Pearl City Mall and James International School. Aster Villa less than 50-minute drive to Simpang Ampat to Plaza of North-South Express. Next is housing information. Aster Villa is a project under Tambun Indah Land, which to be complete on May 2024. The property type are 2-story terrace house and semi-detached. Each unit is being indicated at price of RM678,000 onwards. Each unit is fitted with 4 bedroom and 3 bathroom. Aster Villa, it is about 2 km to Pearl City Mall and James International School. It less than 50-minute drive to Simpang Ampat Toll Plaza of North-South Expressway. Other amenities within 5 km include SMJK Jitsim 2 and SMK Bandar Tasik Mutiara, several other shops and facilities. This development will feature a gated and guarded house scheme. The terrace houses offer two different design types. There will be a resident clubhouse with a swimming pool.
Hi, my name is Siti Nazira binti Latwo. So for the next housing is Serenia Area. Serenia Area is a double storage home, encourage imagination through well-lit and spacious open plan design. This is a project under Sendabi Property. Spacious open plan home made for multi-generation living with 3 type unit of house with various built-up size and perimeter fencings, also with guarded community. Serenia Area housing also has a different range of price, start with 500,000 ringgit each, and is also fitted with 4 bedroom and 3 bedroom. The location have an excellent connectivity through road, rail and air. The location for Serenia Area housing also highly accessible through Elite Highway, FT29 and Plus Highway. The modern facade with trendy, Tudor inspired homes is surrounded with landscape, park and abundance of greens, and also with a lot of facilities.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Syami Hami Betty Sazali. So I will continue with the comparison of these two sales brochure which Aster Villa and Serenia Area based on Housing Development Control and Licensing Regulation 1989. So for the first detail of the developer required is the developer license number and the validity period. As we saw in the slide, Aster Villa has stated the developer license number and the validity period, which from 8 July 2020 until 7 July 2022. For Serenia Area, they did not state exactly the developer's license number and the validity period. For number 2, we can see Aster Villa brochure state the advertising and sale permit number and validity period, but not for Serenia Area because they do not state the details in the brochure. Thirdly, we can see both these brochures have stated the point of developer's name that include address and telephone number. Palmington Serenia Berhad is developer's name for Aster Villa, while Sunderby Property Serenia City Serenia Berhad is the developer's name for Serenia Area. They also had mentioned their address and telephone number as shown in the slide. For detail of the developer as required by Regulation Number 4, land tenure for Aster Villa is freehold, which get 5% discount for Bumiputra. For Serenia Area, it does state that Bumiputra will get the discount which 7% depends on the quota applies. Next, let's move to the fifth point, which description of the dwelling house. As we can see on the slide, Aster Villa has divided into 3 descriptions of their dwelling house. Firstly is Gate Garden Semi-Detached, which has 2 types, Types A and Types B. Secondly is Gate Garden Terrace Home Type A, and thirdly is Gate Garden Terrace Home Type B. For Serenia, they just show that they have 3 types of dwelling house, which is type 1, type 2, and lastly type 3. For the next point, I will pass to Krisnida.
My name is Krisnida Nakgoyong, and I'm going to continue this presentation about comparison of the sale brochure. Both of the brochure shows the name of the housing development, which is Aster Villa and Serenia Area. Both of the brochures mention the date of the housing development to be completed. For the project of Aster Villa, it is expected to be complete at May 2024, while Serenia Area is on July 2022. The selling price for both type of residential house in the brochure for the project of Aster Villa is stated as shown in the slide, meanwhile in Serenia Area is not stated. Next, both of the brochure shows the number of units for each type of house, such as Aster Villa shows 2 stories semi-D with 3 types which have 32, 58 and 2 units. Besides that, 2-story terrace house with 2 types which is 117 and 45 units, and bungalow with 1 unit. Meanwhile, Serenia Area shows 3 types of house with 87, 106 and 122 units. Both of the brochure shows the approval local authorities such as from Majlis Pembandaran Sepang and MBSP. They also had mentioned the building plan approval number as shown in the slide.
Hi, my name is Naili and I will be presenting other analysis found in the brochure of Aston Villa and Serenia Area. Firstly, Aston Villa has excellent graphic that concisely explain the house detailing such as the facilities provided. For Serenia Area, the brochure has good graphic that shows the detailing of the house in every aspect, such as the facilities, the exterior and interior of the house with highlight. Next, the floor plan in Aston Villa brochure is easy to understand due to its realistic detail. However, for Serenia Area brochure, the floor plan is rather simple and direct towards its possible user. Next, Aston Villa provide detailed house specification used in the brochure. Meanwhile, for Serenia Area brochure, they provide detailed house specification with clear features separated in another space. In the brochure, you can see that they provide small indication of Aston Villa in location map as they try to show the amenities around the area. Meanwhile, location map in Serenia Area brochure provide a clear indication of Serenia Area.
Based on the interview on the experience in the disposal of house, we had highlight 3 important aspects, which are sales and purchase agreement (SPA), which an agreement that must be mutually agreed between the seller and the buyer in order to not spark any future problem. The second aspect was vacant possession. For our case, the required time for VP of a landed house must be within 24 months after the construction was completed. And the last aspect was defect liability period (DLP). Most of the buyer do not focus on this part after they are bought their house. It is very essential for them to conduct a post-construction defect analysis to discover any defect that must be rectified by the developer before the DLP period ends.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad Fatih Shakawi and I will be present to you the issues of sale brochure that we obtained. So firstly, it's a false claim about the characteristic of the goods or service. For example, a product is in a different color, size or weight to what is advertised. Next is the price or way the price is calculated is misrepresented, which is the products are advertised at sale price but turn out not to be fixed. Next is the way of the goods or service are supplied is misrepresented, which is free delivery is advertised, but the delivery actually involves some sort of fee of charge. Next, any respect about the advertiser is misrepresented, which is the business is presented as being a member of a trade association when they are actually not. Next is the advertisement creates a false impression about a product or services, even if the information given is correct. Next is any important information is hidden or left, and the misleading information in a brochure depends not only on the wording of the disclaimer of the metric circumstances, but including attribution within the brochure and how the brochure was made by. One of the effects of the misleading issues in our findings is under the Housing Development Control and Licensing Regulations 1999. Housing developers are required to give accurate information and true particulars in the advertisement of their house schemes. Those in violation of the terms and conditions of their approved permit can be prosecuted for false advertising and misrepresentation. On conviction, the offending developer is liable to be fined not exceeding 20,000 ringgit or jail not exceeding 5 years or both.
My name is Nur Suhazina Abdullah. I will present about how self-brochure housing affect to the public. First is wrong decision. If not informed to the customer the truth of paint a picture for them with the ad that overshadow about the project or services, then they will make poor decision concerning those projects and services. Secondly is loss of money. The customer will end up wasting valuable money on something which ultimately really does not meet their requirement or solve their problem. Third is decreased confidence. Consumer confidence in the upcoming self-brochure housing will decrease due to the misleading in the self-brochure leave a bad impression on themselves, so that they not trust any developer who advertise the projects or services. Lastly is risk debt. If they want to buy, consumer must make a loan at the bank. When the loan has been approved by the house or facility desired by the consumer does not meet the requirement, causing them to repay the loan.
For the conclusion, most of the sale brochure are following the Ministry of Housing KPKT guideline for the sale brochure. Unfortunately, some of the information in the sale brochure was not being clarified and detailed to the potential customer. Most of the developers are using creative way and friendly design to attract customers to attract the housing sales. We are recommending the developer to use more realistic on-site view of the project instead of rendered image that might slightly different from construction housing in order to not create misinformation. We also urge the developer and the sales department to clarify the price of the house because the customer has right to know the legit price tags. That's all for our video presentation. Thank you for listening.